Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you, Gavin.
Can everyone hear me? Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to link, I think Tricia was a great question. So if we're talking about the contracting at the beginning with the sponsor or manager and how we manage the expectations on a contracting level, overall session by session, that's, yeah, I get that part. The challenge is in the need that arises for the coaching, which is often not directly spoken, even if we do our best to make that explicit. So firstly, contracting around outcomes that are generally not known yet. So my experience of coaching is we agree on outcomes, and we usually supersede that by a lot. And we don't really go there always, if that makes sense. So I'm quite interested in how to do that more deliberately, because I agree with how you approach it and do my best to do that. And often the sponsor or the manager and the individual don't know yet what this is either.
Yeah.
Right? So we're doing our best to educate in a way.
That's true.
So I'm really curious about that part, and something I definitely think I can get better at, hopefully gotten a little bit better at. But still it is, we're aiming to go to Johannesburg. We've got no idea where we're going to go while we get there. And we get to Johannesburg, but actually at the end of the coaching we find that we've left the country and we're somewhere else. So I'm quite interested in some of your thoughts, or how you might navigate that conversation of the journey, not just the trips in the journey.
Yeah. Fabulous, yes. I would like there to be a development that would allow organizations to understand that probably the most valuable experience each of these people can have, each of these executives or people can have, is no agenda for the coaching session. I'd like them to understand that when people can find an hour or 2 or 3 once a week or a month or 2 months to be able to think for themselves about issues that they finally understand for themselves are necessary to think about. If that could happen, it is my deep sense that the entire organization over time, not much time, sometime, will be smarter, it will be more successful. It will not just be a sublime place to work, which it gets to be if you know people want to know what you think. So that would be what I would hope for. And that every leader would have time to think in this way. But, you know, life is not linear. And it's never as simple as going to Johannesburg. So I can pull back from that. And I can say, okay, so this is the outcome you want, that you're buying. Then if I use this process first so that we get the finest thinking from this person in reference to that goal, that will at least improve the quality of the, in fact, ultimately achieved goal. Whether that goal is worthy of that, I don't know. So I could imagine, and I do occasionally say, so in reference to this outcome we've agreed, what do you want to think about? And what are your thoughts? And I would let that run as long as it was fruitful. And then if there's information, if there are other frameworks and methodologies and approaches and other sorts of insights and so on that are needed in that session, I would be prepared to offer that. So I think that would be all right. For me, it's more fun to try to convince people, though, that if they have open-ended time to think, they're going to add more value to the company in the end. Is that all right?